It's your boy Zappa King the Giant Robots, and welcome back to Super Robot Wars Alpha 2. Previously, I had to take care of some route split shenanigans. ZEON is big upgrade, as he should be. And now we move on to a character-specific route split. Let's shoot some robots. Some mysterious figure intones that the earth is going to rot, and to protect his children, a trusty sword is necessary. Bullet, hypnotized as to usual, mumbles that that the sword is a Chokijin. The figure says that the time has come for him to choose what to protect. Bullet seems to finally resist this process, but is eventually compelled to choose to protect his mother planet. The figure tells him to never forget that his power exists to protect the planet. Figure once again calls upon the swords to gather unto it. Out in Von Braun, Velena Vadim has returned from who knows where the fuck she went. Apparently, with certain restrictions, she can no longer she can now move freely once again. When Kirk asks, she tells him the other 4 members of the SRX project are doing fine, though they're busy with a different mission. She pretends to be surprised when she hears Kirk ask something like that. Kirk says that after all, those 4 are necessary for the full plan. He asks what brought Valletta all the way out to the moon, and she says that she wants to borrow a personal trooper to replace her dismantled R gun. She wants it to protect Kusuha, the psycho driver pilot of the Chokijin, saying that her debt to those 2 has yet to be repaid. Kirk agrees, saying that a machine has just returned to the base that he can set up for her. The machine would be the Hunkbind Mark III, which that is not the right name. The machine in which Rossel Feinschmaker has been using. He offers Valletta what he calls his belated thanks for helping him out in the past. It seems that she was an old subordinate of his and is using a false name. Both of them have passed that they'd rather not be brought up. It's fine by Valletta, who is more than a little impressed that he managed to find the Mark III at all. This is a twin machine which failed operating testing in the previous war and lacks different extra parts. But depending on how it's maintained, it should be viable. Valletta vows to protect this important machine, especially indifference to its former operator. Meanwhile, Yasunishi has found out something about the animal form robots that our people have seen. A giant bird of prey, a polygonous fish, and a giant carnivorous beast. That is, an eagle, a shark, and a panther. Shishio makes an offhanded comment about the 3 likely creatures to chase the sun, but Robert explains that these 3 machines are acting independently of any organization. They are probably self-organizing AIs, if not actual intelligences unto themselves. And much like the Chokijin, this makes sense since they appeared along with the Black Kooki. The leading theory is that these new machines were made by whatever ancient civilization created the Chokijin as warriors. It should mean that their purpose is presumably to protect the Earth, which explains why they'd helped us out. However, there is an issue. They are in fact such guardians. They shouldn't be so reclusive, especially given all the things threatening the Earth right now. Sunbolt. Probably. Shishio figures that they've certainly got their own schedule to keep, but Robert says that this is the point. The only time they've ever appeared is around the Alpha numbers. There are no other records of their activity anywhere. It's as though they're trying to save us, people with similar objectives, or that there's something amongst us that draws them. In any case, more research is necessary. For the time being, we've decided to call them Custos, the Latin word for guardians. Meanwhile, all of our pilots, including some of the robots, are busy with a lot of cargo hauling. Like your pretended children are bringing food for them to replenish their strength, although they are getting sick of constant curry rice. Unfortunately, Iri collapses. The process of getting Tetsuya his orange juice. Very anxious Kusuha is told later. That there's nothing wrong with her. Apparently she just straight up fell asleep. Some of the other women promise to look after Iri and tell her that the scientists are calling for Kusuha. I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to. I know for a while there, some of this Japanese Sentai shows had to deal with Marvel Comics, so that's a move. Why do you think Gokaiju's main character's name Marvelous? It's a reference. Or so I was told. By a reliable source. The informer of the mysterious Kustos, whose leader is probably the Lord that Bullock spoke of. Troubling things are why Ryo Oki refused the Lord's directives and why Ko-Oki has turned black. Eddie actually has the notion that this Kustos is not the rightful Lord of the Chokijin. It's common enough among humans for people with similar ideals to be opposed. She suspects that somehow the Ryujinki discovered the Kustos' true nature and objectives. And for all anybody knows, it may be some enemy from the Chokijin's past. This would of course mean the Kustos has obtained Bullock's cooperation by force, and controlling a psycho driver requires someone with immense mental powers of their equivalent. Of course, it means that Kusuha is at risk of also being controlled. If the Kustos' objective was the destruction of Earth and the eradication of humanity, Ko-Oki and Bullet should have resisted. But if the Kustos' ultimate goal was the same and the methods were merely different, it may have been able to gain a foothold in his mind. This would certainly explain why Ryo-Oki came to Kusuha to help her, and if it were not for the Galgaigar and Mazinger, both Kusuha and the Ryo-Oki might have been hauled off to Kustos long since. Eddie cautions Kusuha that while the Kustos are not currently our enemy, Kusuha should not count on that forever. Good news, that it should be possible to break whatever power is controlling Bullet, but that is up to Kusuha and Ryo-Oki. Second. I had to prepare something. And wouldn't you heckin' know it, within a whole last minute of the Daiku Maru launching, Bullet appears. Kusuha sorties on her own, telling everyone to not try to help her right now. After all, it's her that Bullet has come for. Our people, of course, do not want to abandon her to fight this alone, but as she stalls for time, vowing to follow us up into space later. I apparently missed. I didn't see Tetsuya on screen. Tetsuya points out to Koji that if they abort the launch, our plans to fight abort our launch here, our plans to fight Neo ZEON will be late, and we cannot. Our squad mustn't waste Kusuha's resolve. Plus, Tetsuya believes that Kusuha, who fought her way through the Balmar War, will be just fine through this mess. Koji makes Kusuha promise to follow us into space as the countdown reaches 0. Bullet tells Kusuha that this is her final warning. If she does not go to his master, he will destroy Ryuoki. And Kusuha denies it, having decided to get him and Kooki back. He asks if she intends to defy his lord, and she sure as fuck does. He calls her foolish. But then she asks why he's become the way he is, and why Kooki has turned black. He himself should realize that that is not the real him, and the black Kooki is not a real machine either. Bullet tries to force her to not doubt, but she yells back that Bullet is the one being controlled. Having grasped her thoughts, he announces his decision to destroy the Ryuoki, and begins to try to physically suppress her. Or psychically suppress her. I read that wrong. The Ryuoki itself tells her not to give up. It appears that the two will have to fight. But Eddie says that there's still hope. Bullet must be controlled by some kind of device, like the T-Link system. Fuck that shit up and he should be free. And Toji has the data about how the T-Link system was installed, but he's worried that things may have been altered since the data was taken. Taiga has him send the data to Kusuha anyway. And Kusuha realizes that she only has to take out this T-Link system. Bullet says he'll not allow this, and moves in to wreck Ryuoki. Once again, he tries to force his will upon her, and although Kusuha reminds him of his promise to come with her with the Chokijin, he nearly wrecks her shit. The rest of the staff can't do much but to save her. However, someone shows up in a black Huckbine who can. Oh, that's too far down. That's still too far down. Y'all know what the fuck time it is. It's time for Trombe.
トロンベ、その力を我に示せ。長期陣を甘く見るな。
It's up to 2 Huckbines and Ryuoki to whoop the shit out of Bullet. Simply bring it down to 3000 HP. Welcome to Team Valletta. Already has a full spell list, holy shit. Gets everything at level 33, Focus, Alert, Axel, Strike, Valor, Bless Up. Has TK level 3, Support Attack level 2, Support Defend level 2, and Backup Attack. Squad bonus is Experience Gain plus 20% and Crit Rate plus 20%. And the motherfucking legend himself, Rostel Feinschmecker. It's the mysterious cook? Has a full spell list already, Focus, Axel, Strike, Alert, Valor, and Fury. Support Attack level 2, Support Defend level 2. Sword Cut level 5 and Backup Attack with a Squad Move Range plus 1 as a leader bonus. Counter! You know you have to send me that list now, right? You have to send me this list. Hit me up on Discord. Give me that list. This better do what it's supposed to do. As it do. Fuck right off. Oh! That went all wrong. Oh, absolutely. You can put a link in the chat. If fucking Rosto had hit, we could have ended this in one turn. Reminds me of back in the day. There used to be a list of anime, the laws of anime, and several of them were interesting. Let's.
話を聞いて。まだこれから。百蛇残弾、万世不滅、救急如律令。
Damn.
人に味方する気か。
I think if I did that, that would probably ruin everything. You didn't know about Trombe beforehand. Do you know the science behind Trombe? It's fine. You do know the science behind Trombe. Rude. That's just regular ass Beria does it. Yeah, it had to be set over a boss theme, which was a mistake because personal themes should not exceed the boss theme. Okay, we can do better than this. Come on. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Kusuha gets a free attack. And I'm gonna turn this shit off. Barrier Smasher. Wow, really? We do. There it goes. Alright. Unfortunately, doing the moves is not enough to rescue Bullet. And Ko-Oki just goes, LOL guts! Which clearly means he is being controlled by something else. To make matters worse, the Panther... As I was saying, the Panther shows up. Whoever is behind it, tells Kusuha that he is the one who has chosen her and conferred upon her his strong will. It continues to call for various swords to gather. Well, Kusuha has not having any of his shit. She knows there's good reason the Chokijin didn't want to obey whatever this Kustos thing is, but the Kustos continues to tell her machine to return to him. The Panther wrecks our shit. And somehow both Huckbinds are unable to move. Much destruction occurs. And everyone laments that they can't do shit to save Kusuha. At least until Bullet gets his shit together. The Guardian asks why Bullet is finally opposing him, but he says he is fighting for the sake of many human lives on Earth, which is thanks to the many people who fought alongside him before, Kusuha especially. Bullet vows to never be this thing's lackey again, and this time he will show him the true power of the Chokeijin. Stage 31. Ga ni teki nashi. I am invincible. None shall oppose me. Bullet has finally gotten his act together. His hair is nice and slicked back, as it should be, as he apologizes greatly for all the trouble he's caused. But whatever it is now, time to wreck that machine. Skill points is to destroy it, and it retreats at 7,000 HP. Welcome back to Team Brooklyn Luckfield. Strike, Spirit, Game, Axel, and Valor. We have Telekinesis level 5, Prevail level 5, Counter level 5, and Support Attack level 2. Squad Leader bonus, Accuracy plus 10, and Squad Movement Range plus 1. Unfortunately, it does not fly. And now one of them has Axel. At least there were. Oh wait, there it was. I'm dumb. Swoops. Catch the fuck back up. Man, we still keep our Invincible too. Sick. Violetta had her turn. Now what I want... Senor! How we do. Have to be careful. Yeah. No. No. All in. Bunshin! Alright, so Violetta. Okay, you can move where I want you to go. What do you have left? 15. You've done flash. Heat up. Sir. Oops. We're not going to skip that animation. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Really?
純な攻撃パターンね。
ビレタ対援護します。コリンを剣山。必殺タイラント。オーバー。ブレイカー。
That didn't go the same way at all. Weird. Extra weird. Whatever. Really? Bleh, come on. Get it together. Huh. What is my math? Oh, I need to do 6,000 or less. No, 15. 7. So less than 8,000. Okay. That's... Alright. Just do it solo. Overkill. Worth it. Get dollars. Get a biosensor. Get exp. Bullet gets his last spell. What is your last spell? Fury. Skill point. Good. And the creature fucks right off. and nobody can track it. Meanwhile, Ryuko is recovered about 95%, and all of the parts that were added to it seem to have been assimilated just fine. What a victory for self-healing machines. Bullet, meanwhile, feels like shit, and he's about everything that he's done, despite everyone telling him to calm the fuck down, it's fine. All he knows about the Kustos is that it was the thing that captured him, claiming to be the Lord of Chokijin. It wants to gather all the strong warriors like the old Lambda Bell to it, and Yasunishi realized that it hadn't told Bullet any more than it needed to. The troubling thing is that the Kustos aren't actively opposing the Lambda Bell just yet. Maybe it really wanted was Kustos Chokijin, on the theory that the Kustos' aims are the same, but the means are different than us. What that difference might be is something that our squad needs to investigate. Kusa, for her part, is determined to oppose the Kustos, even if fighting them if need be, since she and Bullet have their own Chokijin to believe in. Belita then comes in and tells them that the shuttle is ready to catch them up with the Alpha numbers. She and Rastel will also be along for the ride. Kusa is surprised and asks if Rastel is somehow related to Rai. He's impressed at her intuition and tells her that, for now, he's simply Rastel Feinschmeck. Further, he tells Robert that there's no need to tell Rai of his actions for now either. Rai has his own companions to help him. The squad are happy to greet Bullet again, and the returned Ryuko very warmly in a teasing way, such as Remy's case. When the talk turns to Kusa being to taking a bath with when the talk turns to Kusa taking a bath with Remy, Bullet's nosebleed becomes severe enough for him to pass out on the spot. Yeah, Rastel, air quotes, Rastel Feinschmecker and Righties, no relation. I don't know who the fuck those guys are. Anyway, Tetsuya blames this pass out on Bullet's overactive imagination. Kusa and Koji take Bullet to sickbay where Yuri is happy to greet him. Come on. Imagining too much chitty. Yeah, I said that out loud. Oh look, it's Yuri! Happy to greet the two. As introductions and congratulations are passed about, Kusa is about to serve Yuri some chogo, her special nutritional drink. It's time for Kusa's special drink. Bullet snatches that shit away from Yuri, vowing to drink it all himself. He explains that while it is very nutritious, the taste is too much high power, man. Get an auxiliary GS ride and an organic bait. Sub 1 hour, and I didn't even have to waste the last 10 minutes of it. Good night, Space Noir.